Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Just heard a clip from Daniel Haqiqatjou. The clip was, is Muslim men always to blame? Now, I was very disappointed. Of course, I can understand that Daniel Haqiqatjou always blames feminism, always blames the woman. But I feel that he should take some accountability for what the men are doing. I agree that feminism has caused a lot of harm, not among the Muslim Ummah, but even in the whole of humanity. But that doesn't mean that it does not have a context. Feminism has a context. Why does feminism rise in the first place? Because there were men who were oppressing women. This is a fact which cannot be denied, and it does not need any statistics because it is so common that it does not require any statistic. For example, rape. Do you need a statistic to prove that men rape women? Do you need any statistics for that? Do you need any statistic for domestic violence, that men are involved in domestic violence more than the women, the physical abuse? Do you need a statistics for marital rape? I know there is subjective, the marital rape is subjective. I can agree, but there is a possibility of marital rape, and most of the time, if suppose even if I don't use this word marital rape, but you can say that man harming a woman, the husband harming a woman sexually, most of the time it is women, sorry, men. I agree that today, and even the in previous times, even the women used to harm men by not giving the right to intimacy, but even the men used to harm women, and this is even recorded in the Quran, where they used to say that you are like my mother's back, and they used to starve the woman for sex, for intimacy. So most of the time, the violence, as far as violence is concerned, it was perpetrated by the men. So if you are, see, if you want to refute feminism, I am for it. Whatever argument you have against feminism, I think I agree with you 99% of the time. But you need to realize that feminism has a context. It is because of men oppressing women. In India itself, who demands the dowry? Most of the time, it is the men who demands huge dowry. And honor killing. Who does the honor killing? Who goes to the brothels? Who does the human trafficking? Who does the child trafficking? Who does the child marriage? Most of the time, if not all, it is men. So you need to take an accountability, otherwise you are creating a bigger problem than feminism. Now what will happen here, there will be like, feminism is a cancer, I agree with it, but you are creating another cancer which is like similar to that red pill or McTow movement, men going their own way. So you are washing blood with blood, and this shouldn't happen at all. So, and also, uh, you need to realize, irrespective of whatever the position you, whatever fiqh position you follow, but the majority of scholars are of the opinion that a woman is not obliged to do the housework. Now, you may agree with it, or with the majority of scholars, or you may disagree with it, but will you ever say that these people, which includes the likes of Imam Shafi, were secularized, liberalized, or feminized, that they were saying that women are not obliged to do household work? I don't think so. So these kinds of arguments, these kinds of lack of accountability needs to stop. Then, because you are not addressing the root cause, you are only cutting the branches, and you are actually polarizing men and women, including the Muslim men and Muslim women, and you are creating a generation which is very arrogant and which does not take accountability of their action, always blaming the external factor, just like you like to always blame the liberalism and feminism for it, but you do not see the accountability to blame the problems which are present in the ummah itself. You never blame the Muslim men for that. So this is the problem. We need to, and there was a person who says that we need to believe that the Muslims are the best of the people and they have the best of akhlaq. Why should we believe that if they do not have it? Just for the sake of it. And even if I agree with your supposition that we need to believe that the Muslims have the best akhlaq, then you should stop blaming Muslim women, because at the end of the day they are Muslims. So you should stop calling them feminist. Any person who disagrees with you is not a feminist, liberal, or secular people. And if you think so, then you are spreading sectarianism. You are dividing the ummah. You are playing a demagogue. You are creating your own lot, but from creating a sect out of it. So that's what I want to say. And I'll keep saying that, inshallah. No matter how much people agree or disagree with me, no matter how toxic your followers can get, because most of your followers are literally toxic people. They are very narcissist, arrogant type of people, and you can see that in your in your comment section. They have no manners to talk with anyone who disagrees with you. They are like, I don't want to use that word, but they do personal attacks on other people. So you are creating a pride, over pride and arrogance in these kinds of people, your followers, and you will be responsible for it on the day of judgment itself. As the Quran says, "Qad aflaha man tazakka," that he who purifies himself has succeeded. So, brother, you are very good in debating atheists. You have a lot of contribution in the Muslim Ummah and defending Islam, but don't wash away your contributions with these kinds of mistake, that your contribution will can become null and void on the day of judgment. And this also applies to me. I'm not saying that this only applies to you. This applies to every Muslim on the face of this earth. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.